What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm pulling up to the Chevy dealership now. They were able to get me in. Hopefully they can take a look at it today. They're pretty busy from what they told me on the phone, so they might not be able to get everything done today, but they said that they will definitely try to get it in, at least take a look at it, and see what all is done. The oil pressure is still ridiculously low at 20, and it's just staying there. It's actually under 20 now. It's like at probably 18. But other than that, temperature and everything else is perfectly fine, like where it's supposed to be. It's driving fine. Still no engine code, no knocking, no oil leaks. Still full of oil. Everything is seeming to be pretty well, all except for the oil pressure. And obviously I want to make sure that everything is good with the motor and all that before I do anything crazy with it. So I haven't done any pulls or anything besides that one that I did, but there still seems to be oil in the exhaust somehow, probably from the intake manifold getting in there, because there's still just oil all over the back bumper. And hopefully they can figure that out here and see where we go from there. Hopefully it's not too much, and we'll see what they say. I just pulled up, so I'll give y'all an update. Alright guys, so fast forward like 2 weeks later, I got the car back. Actually got it back a few days after I dropped it off. Haven't given like an update or nothing. The motor doesn't seem to be blown up. They told me that everything seems to be alright. They actually tried to void the warranty because of the catch can that's on here, saying that was the root of the problem. And apparently that's a common thing with the Camaros. Whenever you try to take them in for warranty work, they do not like catch cans on here no matter what. But shouts out to the guy there actually helping me out and didn't get it voided. He worked with me a lot with that, so we were Gucci, didn't have to pay all that shop fee. But essentially what happened is I had the plug here. You know, obviously I didn't have it whenever I took it to Chevy, so the way they diagnosed it was a little bit different. But we had the plug there. You know, it sent all that pressure back in. What happened was it blew out an oil sensor, so there was an oil leak, which is why there was so much oil everywhere and just a mess out of the exhaust and all over the back bumper, which there's still some oil stuff on there. You can't really see it right now, but it's just, you can rub your finger on it and feel that texture. But it blew that oil sensor. They ended up replacing it, of course, and then they were trying to figure out why the PSI on the oil was so low. So what they ended up doing was they took the catch can completely off, because they were already sketched out about it being on the car, even though it helps the car. But they ended up putting the stock piece back on, which is just the little C that connects those two pieces right there on the PCV valve. And pressure actually went back up to where it was supposed to be, which is I think they said 32, 38 at 2,000 RPM, which that sounds a lot more normal than 18 is where they recorded it at. So their diagnosis was we had too much pressure, nowhere for it to be released because of that. Well, according to them, the catch can is what caused the problem, but you know, it was this, you know. But what ended up happening whenever we did the red line is apparently shot the catch can. The catch can no longer is useful because it's causing too much vacuum in the crankcase. So what I'm waiting for, which they're on back order, is the little stock C piece that I just need to plug up in there, and then it should be good. I think there's still oil that gets spilled in here, and I'm not sure if that's what's part of it, because most of the oil that I feel is coming out and like just covered in these lines. But it doesn't really make sense to me, because sometimes you can drive it hard and sometimes there won't be no oil, and then sometimes you drive it moderately and it'll be fine. But I actually just cleaned it up. I don't think you can see any oil, but it would just be like nowhere near what it was when the whole situation happened. But still a little oil. It just bothers me. You can smell it whenever you park and stuff like that. Still in the exhaust, I had one incident where there was some little bit of smoke doing a pull, but like nothing crazy. The oil pressure still seems to be fine. Motor's doing pretty good. Just the fact that there's a little bit of oil spill. I'm not sure if maybe another oil sensor was bad or something, or if maybe they didn't diagnose the correct thing. It's going to be going back to Chevy here shortly so that they can finish their diagnosis and do their magic, I will have the catch can off so that there will be no questions about the warranty, and then we can finally have answers. Hopefully no more oil spills. We'll be replacing the radiator, the aux radiator that's on the passenger side, and that's a whole nother story, but that radiator's completely bypassed right now. But other than that, I think that's the update for you guys. Hopefully we can find out what this oil leak issue is, hopefully here shortly. Like I said, the motor seems to be fine. I've been driving it for 2 weeks, putting a lot of miles on it. It seems to be completely fine. No knocking still, no engine codes, and still handling just fine. We actually got some pretty interesting videos, hopefully, at least, coming up soon. We got a pretty big meet in Destin this weekend, so I'll be recording that and hopefully have a video up for you guys. But I decided to at least record this to give y'all an update, because only the people that know are like the people that are super close to me. But I know I've had a ton of people ask me, I just haven't been able to get back with everybody, so I apologize. So this is basically just the update video. Camaro seems to be fine, just minor issues that I got to get fixed, and hopefully next video you'll see it'll either be a positive update for the Camaro or something interesting for you guys. You won't believe how many times I've done it.